How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there? Y'all chime on in for another Wednesday night.
Live with the Ham Show. We
Over here
back,
trying to
y'all.
get it in, y'all.
Listen, today is one of those days. I am still pretty jet lagged, and I didn't even know what jet lag meant until I discovered it. So we gonna be eating, trying to get some nourishment, because my husband does not feel good, so I had the doctor on him. But you doing better, right?
Let's see.
For those who don't know, and it's your first time tuning in, I am Treasure Cheltenham, and I am one of the Hams.
Did you see my water?
Yeah, it's right here.
Thank
you. Mm-hmm. And over here to my right, your left, is Sean Cheltenham, the Ham. And this is the Ham Show, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in live, hanging out with us, and having a good old time and stuff as we get our lives together momentarily.
Yeah, y'all chime on in and let us know how your day was.
Yeah, because we finna eat a little bit. I'm gonna eat my salad.
I've been in the bed all day.
I'm still
somehow running a fever. I don't know what the hell going on, but
he not running no fever no more.
Y'all
he was running a fever, but he not running a fever no
y'all
more.
Bear with me. We're gonna have a concise show tonight.
Concise. Yeah. Explain to the people what you mean by that.
Hopefully y'all can hear us and see us really well out there. We're hoping we're not having any technical difficulties.
Yeah, because we had those last week. Apparently I could not hear him. Hey, Chris. Chris is in the building.
Hey, Chris. Let us know if you can hear us and see us well.
Apparently, Sean couldn't hear me last week.
No, you couldn't hear me.
I could hear everything. I couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
Okay, he says we look and sound great. Thank you, Chris. He couldn't hear me. No, he could hear me. I couldn't hear him. And everybody else could hear. Like, I was the only person that couldn't hear anything. So it was I ain't looked at the show yet. I'm sure it's probably funny and overwhelming at the same time and frustrating, because I'm pretty sure he was frustrated.
I was frustrated.
Oh, thank you, Chris. It's just the lighting. He says you're glowing right now. It's just the lighting. I'm happy to be home. Although I had the time of my life. I must say, man, if you guys have never tried breath work, oh yeah, it was definitely nice, Chris. It was a vacation, but it was also a spiritual wellness retreat. So it was for health and benefits for me to basically get my cup filled so that I could come home and be whole. You know what I'm saying? Whole. But yeah, it was really nice. I did a lot of meditation. It was a lot of spiritual activity. I did breath work for the first time and released something. I don't know exactly what it is I released. My husband said, "What you say happened, baby?"
You released the demons.
I ain't had no demons.
The woman demons.
I ain't had no demons.
Yeah, what
up? But he said I released some demons, but something was released, and I definitely do. I feel better. I feel good. I feel whole. I'm still a little lagged, but because I'm still not on our time, because I have not been getting up until I think today I got up at 5. Like the last couple of days I've been getting up at 7 o'clock at night and being up all night. So I'm trying not to do that anymore, because I do have to go to work in like another day and a half. So yeah, But y'all gonna have to excuse us because we ain't haven't eaten. So we gonna eat a little bit tonight. I'm gonna eat my salad. He gonna eat his Friedies or Zeta Friedies, whatever you want to call them. But tonight the show is Love Through His and Her Eyes, A Journey Beyond Words. We're just talking about love tonight. We're talking about a little bit of everything. We're going to talk about our vacation and what we did on our separate vacations. Because a lot of people think Sean went with me. He did not.
I am not going.
Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that? Like,
That's not my idea of a vacation.
well, it was more for women. It was a woman's thing. So they like you drinking out of nothing because your thing is green. Look.
Yeah. Green machine.
But it was a woman's retreat for spiritual wellness. So that's why he didn't go. But he had a journey on his own. He went to go hang out with his brother and they did some music. They was in the studio the whole time. How many songs y'all do?
I can't count. It's at least 2 or 3 a day. So.
Oh yeah. So they was getting it in. They was getting it in. So Chris, what you been up to? Tell us what you've been up to. We're gonna get into this topic tonight. Like I said, y'all gotta excuse us because we're a little bit hungry. We have not eaten. He ain't been feeling good. I can say I ain't been feeling good either because I'm still trying to get my bearings back. I just like left the house for the first time to go get this food today. I gotta wash my car. My car is terribly dirty. Chris said he saw the studio. It looked dope.
Oh yeah, it is nice. My brother just just finished building it.
Yeah, and, I can't wait to go out there now.
It's really nice. Very comfortable. Allows you to work for a long time. And yeah, he did a really good job with hooking it up.
Chris said he's been getting through the heat. It's hotter than hell. I worked outside and it's just been beating me to death. Yeah, I in Bali, it doesn't get colder than 61 degrees. And half of the time you don't really wear shoes. So depending on where you're at. But when I came back here, I got back at, what was it, almost 2:00 in the morning?
Yeah.
Sunday night. It was almost 2:00 in the morning. And it was like the pilot announced, he was like, it's gonna be 101 degrees. I was like, ooh, it's 1:00 in the morning. Chris says, my arm is improving, but it's so damn hot that by the time I get home, I'm just done. Yeah, you gotta definitely stay hydrated, Chris. Watermelon, cucumbers, melons, eat those things because it will hydrate you throughout the day. And put some key lime in your water. I promise you, you'll feel a lot better. Chris said, you could have just kept that shit to yourself. Now I'm hating on you, Treasure. So, well, I'm here now, so I'm going through it with you. I'm back. But yeah, I asked the locals and they said it does not get hotter than, and they was like, oh, it gets cold like 61 degrees. And I was like, 61 degrees? I'm like,
I wish.
I'm like, what?
That's cold.
Right. I'm like, that's as cold as it gets.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we would love that type of weather. It's very humid though. So there's so much moisture in the air that once you come out of your air conditioned room and you come outside, you're just like, oh, there's a lot of moisture in the air. And just, it's definitely different. I suggest everybody go. Chris says, how was it for you, Sean? Was it cooler up there?
Yeah, I think the hottest day during the week that I was there was probably 90 degrees. That was the hottest day. Nighttime is usually around 40 or 50 degrees.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
That's pretty cool. A lot cooler.
A couple of those days got pretty hot, but it wasn't that bad. It was only, as soon as the sun goes down out there, the temperature drops real quick.
40, 50 degrees is still cold, though. To go from 90 in a day. It's like, you don't get like 60.
It wasn't that bad. It was refreshing because the homes out there don't have central air. So
you can open up the windows.
Yeah. Some of the newer homes have them, but They're usually working off of what they would call a mini split.
Oh, okay. Chris says that's not bad. He says, "Oh, nice evening time, cool." He says last week was bad, but not that is that much better this week. Well,
Yeah, when I got here, it was 110 degrees. When I got here from Spokane,
Chris said you look tired as hell.
I am. Yeah,
He's tired. He's when you come back off of vacation and you go right to work, I do not suggest that
yeah,
for anyone. At least bare minimum, give yourself 2 days. So fortunately for me, I don't go back until Friday, and then I'll still have a day off, and then I'll go back on Sunday. And the show is a pretty chill show, so it's not like I'm gonna be, killing myself. It's probably be a couple of long days, but nothing too crazy. So I'm, in moderation myself. Chris says he's planning a vacation to visit his brother soon. Where's your brother at, Chris?
that's cool.
Yeah. Where is he at? Where are you visiting? Whatever it is, it's gonna be cooler than here, I'm sure. He said Tennessee, redneck country.
I heard there's some good eating out there.
I know someone that's in Tennessee. Just went back to Tennessee. Shout out to my sisters from the retreat. Love y'all if y'all happen to be watching or not.
Yeah, I heard it was some good eating out that way. Y'all, you're gonna come back 10 pounds heavier, Chris.
He says, I don't know how well I will mix with the locals. I don't do Hicks. You'll be just fine. No, you got to say how well will they mix with you? That's the question.
Well, just make sure you come back home, Chris.
For sure. He said, I'm SoCal.
Yeah, for sure.
Chris say, I got nothing but Southern California in my blood. Chris, where were you born? I know you were I think you said you were born in Southern California. I know you lived there, but where were you actually born? Chris is different. Chris, like, look here. It's in my blood. He was born in you were born in Burbank? So you got the rich blood. Chris was born. He was born in Burbank, y'all. Okay. Raised early childhood, Alabama. You do got a little Southern hospitality, a Southern twang to you. That's for sure. 10 years in SoCal. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely Cali all day. My Cali brother, Chris. I rocks with you. Chris. It was different. What was different? The childhood years in Alabama? I'm sure, because being born in SoCal and then going into the South, that's a lot different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Southern hospitality. But I like Southern folks. He says Southern folks are weird to me. Why? Why they weird? Is Southern people weird to you?
I guess it depends on what part of Southern you're talking about.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right about that. Their lifestyle is a lot different.
Yeah, different style.
Mm-hmm. He said it was a culture shock moving back to SoCal when I was 10 years old. I bet, because being in the South for so long, you kind of become acclimated to their ways and their way of life, and it becomes custom. And so then you go from that kind of slow pace, chilling, maybe on the farm, maybe not. And then you go back to the fast city life. It's like, wait a minute. He says, all I knew was poor in Alabama.
Wow.
What part of Alabama, Chris?
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Get it out, baby. It's better out than in. He said, when I moved to California, I learned what middle class was.
Oh, yeah.
Well, being in Burbank is just a notch above middle class. For those who are watching, or listening, Burbank is just a notch above middle class. So I don't think Burbank ever had any like quote unquote poor parts to it. Okay. Huntsville is the home of the Redstone Arsenal and the Space and Rocket Center. It's a big deal there. I bet they probably proud of it because it's there.
Ain't no rockets went to the moon.
Ah, Chris said I was born there. I wasn't raised there. He was like, "There's a difference." Okay, we gonna get into it. There's a lot of history there. Oh yeah, I can only imagine. I have a couple friends who lived in Alabama and told me specific places about Alabama. But yeah, there is so much history and culture there. And there's certain parts that you walk through. From what I'm told, they don't really change anything. Alabama and Georgia is this way. They don't change anything. So whatever it used to be, it's still there in this day and age. So like um a lot of the stores and things that, back where the slaves would come in on certain parts, that stuff is still there. And you get to kind of see it. He says Redstone is the missile created by the former Nazi that invented the first ballistic missile. Okay, Chris, give us some history. Give us some history, Chris. Come on. I don't know nothing about Redstone. Vernon von Braun, he's most responsible for getting us into outer space. Vernon von Braun. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
But I'm going to have to look him up now. Because Chris is giving us that history. We're going to get into the show tonight. So the show tonight is talking about the word love and what it means from men and women and how we love differently. So my husband has said something the other night. Chris says, yeah, it's an interesting history. He had Jews, slaves under the Nazis building his vengeance weapons. I believe it. Okay. He said there's a documentary on YouTube about it. Might have to check that out. But yesterday, was it yesterday? It was the day before yesterday. I don't remember which day it was, but somewhere within the last 72 hours that I've been home, we were having a conversation about love. And one of the reasons why my husband and I actually even started this show is because of the conversations that we have in private. We wanted to be able to have them. What up, Sincere? Peace, bro. Sincere's in the building. We wanted to have them with you all and kind of discuss. So one of the topics was kind of love and how men love differently than how women love. And my husband said something. I want him to elaborate on it.
I don't remember what I said.
I'm finna refresh your memory. But it was something along the lines of a woman loves her children the exact same way a man loves the woman. So when you put it in perspective, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it was something like how we love. Chris says love, yuck.
Told you he was gonna say that.
But how we protect our children and cover them and engage with them is the same way a man does for the woman. Can you elaborate on that, sir?
I guess I could try. I don't remember exactly what we was talking about, but
As we was talking, that's when we need to really go live, because when we begin into these really deep conversations,
love is a broke bitch. Sorry, but that's how I see it. No, I think I was trying to say, I think I told her about this video I watched or something, and then the lady was saying it was a husband and a wife talking, and they were talking about how each one sees love or sees it. He was like, he's like, I love you. I give all these things. You get all these perks. You get protection. You get provisions. You get money. You get, you know what I'm saying? He said, The love that I receive from you is just you telling me you love me.
All right.
And he was saying that so he said if a man is basically what he was trying to say was that if a man was giving you those things, you can't tell him that he don't love you.
Because that's his way of showing
Right.
that he loves you.
And just because she didn't understand it, she said that it was part of the conversation that when you said, like, I hear what you're saying, but I can't believe it. I can't remember what conversation that was when I was telling you.
I'm trying to remember
I was
myself.
telling you something.
We
But,
be talking about a lot of stuff, y'all.
But basically the lady, his wife explained to him that I believe what you're saying is true, but I just have a hard time believing it.
Because
and he was like, well, what else is there? What else is there? He's like, my whole thing is making sure that you're okay. And then that's when I said, I tried to correlate it to saying, when a woman has a child, the same way they treat the child, well, if they love the child,
right.
the same way they treat the child is the same way the husband is treated. It's a hierarchy. It's a trickle down effect.
Right. So I guess and I understand it because when you are on the outside looking in, like I look at many relationships when you said that. And I guess when a man provides to make sure a woman is taken care of and she doesn't need or want for anything, that the bills are paid, there's a roof, she can have clothes and food and all these different things, that's his way of expressing love. So if he doesn't do any of those things for you, then basically you're saying he don't love you.
That's not how I took it, though, and I don't think that's what he was trying to convey. What he was
I'm
saying,
just asking.
What he was saying is that think about what's actually happening. There's someone else dedicated and worried about someone else's well-being at all times. If that's not love, you fucking crazy. That's basically what he's saying.
Okay.
And he said the same way, and that's when I said the same way a mother would take care of their child, well, a mother who loves their child.
Right.
They try to do the same thing that a man does for the wife if they were married.
Right.
So you can get understanding of what I was talking about.
Okay.
Like everything about you is no longer about you, it's about everybody else. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, well, to a lot of men, I can't speak for everybody, but I would like to think that every man is under that thought process, is that, dude, if I'm taking care of you, making sure everything is straight, nigga, that's love, nigga. That's not
right.
I'm not doing it because I just feel like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
is there a want to do it, or is there a feel?
It's obligation and
right.
Want.
You feel like you're obligated to do
What
it.
makes us want it is when y'all act right.
Okay.
When y'all act right, it's not a problem doing the job. If the job pays well, what you don't give a shit about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're doing a job you love.
Right. Sincere said facts.
Right, because it's real talk. Chris says nope. He said, not me. I don't even entertain the idea of doing it. I understand, Chris. I mean, I can't even imagine
there's
what you've been through.
There's a lot of bitter men and a lot of bitter women out there.
I'm just saying the just of the thought process of it is that I don't think women quite understand what it takes to get up and provide those provisions. It's not easy. And
I agree.
And if women would actually sit down and think about it, they go, damn, this motherfucker is busting his ass just to make sure we got toilet paper, make sure we straight, make sure we got food.
Right.
Like even the extra shit, like, because you know how I am. I consider extras as like internet and cell phones. And
right.
That's extra shit. You don't need that to live. Those are, to me, are not necessaries.
Right.
But if they're going out of their way to provide it, what are we complaining about? You know what I'm saying?
No, and I agree. When you look at the overall picture of it and the explanation of, because you don't have to do that. You could just do that for yourself.
I can do that for me. I don't. In actuality, what men normally get from a woman is the nurturing part that like if you can't do that, you shouldn't be with a man. Period.
And that was going to be my next question, because what other than me saying I love you,
What the fuck is that to me? That don't pay no bills.
right?
It
So
don't do nothing to me. You
so
know what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying. Other than me saying I love you, what is the way that you feel women can show that?
Respect.
Okay.
It's always respect. Well, I mean, I don't know any other man that hasn't said respect in the top 3 of their
Right.
list. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
With me, it's always gonna be first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't be running the streets. You go because now you somebody else's kid
Right.
girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then but all the list, the man's list is predicated on what he's actually doing for you.
Okay.
Soon as you defer from what he needs, that list dwindles.
Elaborate on that.
Say you're not a nice person.
Okay.
Every time I talk to you, it's a headache.
Okay.
The first of all, the first thing on the list you ain't doing. So the other things behind it, protections, provisions, food, water, clothes,
That
all that
come with
shit,
that.
it dwindles. Because if you can't respect me, like, so respect comes along with laws too. So like if I tell you, hey, don't leave here with that on,
Mm-hmm.
and you hit me with the I don't give a shit, I wear what I want to wear. Now you're not respecting the provisions that I've had, the protections that I have put on top of being with me.
Right.
But when you're under my kingdom and under my covering, you must follow rules. That way I don't have to go outside of it to put myself in jeopardy to protect someone who was being stupid.
So let me hold you there, because I want to elaborate from a woman's perspective. So the reason why I wholeheartedly agree with that is because being a woman who was mostly in my whole adult life was always in a relationship. So I was always protected or covered for the most part. But there were times that I wasn't. And so I know what that feels like to go out alone or with my girlfriends or whatever, and there's no man around and it's just us or whatever. It is a different sense of feeling versus me being with my husband or whatever, or being with a man, even if it's a homeboy or some brothers or anything like that. It's still a different feeling because I feel completely covered and protected. But to elaborate on what he said, is if putting a man in a certain position when you're out in public is also going to be showing the respect, which is part of how you show him love. Because like he said, if he says, maybe you shouldn't wear that when you go out, because whatever you have on is going to draw some sort of attention that may not be welcomed or warranted. And if he's not there, or even if he is there, you're putting this man in a position now to have to come to your defense or check some dude behind the way he's gawking at you, or a comment that's being made, because men are men and they're gonna do shit regardless. So I fully understand that. And even in a sense, because I've had some shorts or whatever that Sean was like, you can't wear them. And I'm like, what's wrong with these? He like, no, you don't wear them out. And I'm like, oh man. So then I gotta go change my clothes. But yeah, I just wanted to elaborate on that. Chris says, I think the issue, let me put this on the screen for everybody to see. He says, I think the issue is validation. Men desire a woman to validate them as a man. My problem is this: women have proven to me that they can't validate me because they can't even validate themselves. Women, generally speaking, are worthless in my view. That's a bit rough, Chris. Sincere says, when we provide and protect, we love and honor the people we serve. We want and enjoy that when it's appreciated, and all we ask in return is respect.
Yeah, I don't think it has much to do with validation, because we gonna do what we do with or without you. So
I do too. I felt like I don't think a man
it's
needs to
not
be
that
validated.
I don't care if you're validating me. I want you
You're
to
gonna validate yourself.
respect my rules, respect what I got going on.
Right.
Put some on some respect on the name. The oh, he's saying validation is so he's using validation as respect. Yeah, well, I mean, think about it, Chris. If you're trying to be work with someone in some type of congruent operation, that you would want respect. You would want things to be in order. You would want people show they're not with you when they're not in order. So if they're not following what they are originally agreed to, that means that they don't respect the game.
Right.
And whether you want to call it validation, respect, or whatever, it's got to be done in order for us to show. Because in reality, I believe that one of the reasons why dudes end up dying first is because of the service
That
that
they
they had put in
yeah.
the relationship. And I ain't talking about the ones that are not honorable. I'm talking about the ones that actually put in the work and make sure that their family is straight
Right.
and build legacies and put it in. And I think that the that's why I always say respect first, because it takes a certain type of person to follow God's law by being service to someone else. So
And that's on both ends.
true, it should
Uh,
be reciprocated. So
no, I'm saying that just to do that, because with a lot of women are single to this day because they don't understand that.
they don't understand service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think that serving your man or being a helpmeet to your husband or fiance or long-term boyfriend, whatever you may want to call it, is a sign of weakness or a sign of he got me wrapped around his finger. And it's none of that. And we need to stop letting society place all of these weird uh thought processes in our head and just do what's right from in your heart. Your heart gonna tell you. For a woman, you gonna know when it's right to give this man what he needs and what he deserves, especially from the way he's treating you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna know.
Well, yeah, the I mean, the internet be interneting, so they pretty much
And
show
it's yeah, and think
they
about the
pretty
internet,
much
it's
show
fake though.
everyone. Well, not necessarily, because some of them, if you jumped on the internet just to say this, you either baiting people, which you have a podcast that's going to benefit from it, or you actually saying what you actually think. So,
Right.
and a lot of people don't do the homework on to see who's doing a podcast and who ain't. They just look at the script and go, "Oh, this is some bullshit." But in reality, if you look at the consensus of the internet, women is losing. They're losing their minds, according to the internet. Now, I don't know if that's actually going on in the streets, but
No, you're right,
in
because
reality,
everything that's being shown is negative when it comes towards women. Either they out in the streets twerking every which way, or running around trying to fight, being in being in their masculine energy 100% of the time, and not understanding that they're in their masculine energy. Like, we made a comment. I was watching a show, and
what the hell is going on out there?
that's not us though.
No, I know
It's,
it
it's
ain't
somebody's alarm.
ours.
Somebody's car alarm is going off. But not understanding, like, for our daughters, for one, the way we set our daughters up and we explain to them, you leave the house when you're ready. And if you're not ready to leave the house, you're going to find out, because life is going to be lifing for you. And the things that you're going to go
Well, not
through,
necessarily. I think that's the wrong way of saying it. Life gonna life,
it's going to life.
and if you go out there and you find out you can't handle it, you probably should have stayed home a little bit
A little
longer.
bit longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we were trying to say. Not to say that when you go out in the street and then you should be prepared to handle the life and that that happens in
That
the world.
happened. Yeah. And
Yeah,
so,
because we're not saying that we didn't raise them telling them, oh well, this shit don't exist. We said no,
right.
this shit's existing and
Right.
it's been slapping people in their mouth for years.
For
You know what I'm
years.
saying?
And if you gonna go out there prematurely, be prepared to get slapped in your mouth.
And then some of our kids, they listen, and then the other ones don't. I mean, it is what it is.
It's weird,
but
too.
the lesson go get learned regardless.
Regardless.
Yeah,
Regardless.
regardless. And
Chris says, Women love me when I'm doing well, but I slip. They bounce quick. I learned too many times love is a broke bitch hustle to me. I don't trust it. I don't believe it. Women are self-serving no matter what.
Well, that's it.
There's some truth into that.
I'm not saying he's not true. What I'm saying is that's women were supposed to look for self-preservation first in their partner, because we as men, we're supposed to be the providers, the you know what I'm saying,
the
the
protectors.
protector and all that shit. But so that doesn't fall along respect, that falls along loyalty. So when you hit a hard time and she roll out, that means she's just sorry.
Right.
And you know, when the TP leg break and then the top of the house fall in, and then
Right.
she don't want to stick around to help mend it, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, she's sorry. And I mean, we as dudes, we got to do a better job at vetting these women early. Like stop getting involved with these women in that manner where we're actually providing provisions too early. Like, you know, if they
That's
if,
what I said.
if they don't want to if they don't want to wait, then move on to the next one, bro. Like, you know, but yeah, the I think some of us are too quick to
Chris says
give that's not deserved.
the man who loses his job, the man that can't get a job, she will bounce on his ass quicker than shit, for real. She will betray him when he falls on hard
I
times.
believe that. I've seen it happen.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I do want to make sure I add to this is because Chris be saying the consensus like it's all women, and it's not. It's not all women. Because if that was the case, you
You
wouldn't
can't
have
say it's all women
no.
because it wouldn't be nobody married right
It
now.
wouldn't be. I was about to say, wouldn't be nobody married if that's
Yeah,
the case,
but
because you have
it's just the people that he's come across has just been bad picks, and that could be on both ends. It could be that she's a sorry motherfucker, and then that you wasn't that great at picking them either.
and it
So
does go both ways, because
yeah,
like what men have to take in consideration too, if you cast your pearls among swine,
yeah,
you
that's
get what you
I
get.
don't say that. That's what the Bible
You
says.
get what you get. So
Yeah,
you
those
have to
aren't
be
my words.
careful of who you
He
are.
said, "I'll never sell out again." I understand, Chris.
Because I would never do it again. I know I'm high value, but I refuse to ever sell out again. No way. Ain't no woman good enough for me. I'm gonna spend big money on a robot and rub it in the face of a biological woman.
Nah, he's so crazy.
I can't say this as a woman. That's not going to offend a woman. It's just not, because there's nothing that robot is going to be able to do that a physical woman can do. Yeah, it can go get you and make you food and do this and that. It might even talk to you, but I promise you, it's not going to be the same.
He said, "Sincere says, as a man,
Let me put it up there. Hold on. My bad, y'all. As a man, you got to be able to see through the BS and trust the person to be who they are. Well, because they're going to tell you who they are.
yeah, a lot of times they tell you early, and then you just kind of bypass it because
Yeah.
you tripping."
It's the same thing for women. Like we see the writings on the wall. You know what I'm saying? But we be like, oh, but I love his swag. I love his house. I love his car. He got some money. So I'm willing to put up with it, until you find out that there's more to it than that. Chris says, you say that now, treasure. I promise you, a robot is not going to be able. So like you can ask my husband, and right here in front of me, do he feel like a robot could replace me?
No, I mean the cleaning, and that's not what I have my wife for. Like I don't need I can buy a maid.
Right.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't get married for that.
That's what I'm
I can
saying.
buy a maid. I can buy someone to cook. I can buy someone to do my laundry. I can afford
Right.
all. I make a lot of money to do that. I can afford that stuff. That's not what I got married for. I got
We
married
can
for
have a chef, but I choose to cook.
what?
Sometimes we might actually get a chef though. I've been thinking about it.
It'd be nice to
We
have
might
one
have
at
we
least
might
two
have to go
times a
ahead
week.
and get a chef, because so for all of y'all out there listening, we are plant-based.
Yeah, Chris, I know you make a lot of money, bro. I think the thing is that you've been cut too many times.
Yeah, and Chris, you're wounded,
Yeah,
and it's very clear. It's
and
clear how you express
there's
yourself.
nothing that I can say
No,
that's
there's
gonna
nothing no one can
that's
say.
going to
Chris is
make
gonna
you
have to
change
be.
your thought process on it.
Chris is
But
gonna have. She's gonna have to walk into Chris's life to prove to Chris that
and
she
that's
exists.
gonna be a hard journey.
Yeah, and that's
I don't know anybody who want that type of work.
well, and I mean, you just the thing is this: it has to be worth it on both sides.
I think we've all paid out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Women
every
have
last one of
too.
them's paid
Women
out.
have too. Like I've paid out. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've paid out through my children, unfortunately. Um, but you're definitely going to have to understand that it does go both ways. So the way you present yourself is what's going to dictate on the type of partner that you attract. And I've known, like, as I get older and I get more wiser with the wisdom that God instills in me, I notice that a lot too. You know, if you as a man, if your only thought process is I make a lot of money, I do this, I do that, I got this, I got that, that's only gonna appeal to a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it is, like, when Sean and I first met, he told me how much money he made then, which was 13 years ago, which was less than what he makes now. And it was still a lot of money. And it was funny because it didn't hit me until after he left. I said, wait a minute, this nigga said he made what? And then I told him, I was like, well, that doesn't matter to me. You know, I ain't no gold digger. I almost got offended. And he looked at me, he says, I know, that's why I'm telling you.
It was a chess move.
Yeah.
The
And see, I didn't know that. He
uh,
always be doing these chess moves on me.
yeah, I wanted to see if she wanted to dive into my pockets quickly.
That was not my interest whatsoever.
Well, I mean, like I said, hands and feet, mouths don't do nothing for me. So if your hands and feet, when I say hands and feet, I'm saying how your actions. If your actions follow what you say you're gonna do, I listen to your hands and feet before I listen to your mouth.
So Sincere says, what about the warmth, the nurturing, the life she speaks? Oh, I'm gonna repeat that part. The life she speaks. And we cannot neglect the softness, beauty, and wetness that a woman provides. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, these so-called robots is not gonna replace women. They're just
They'll be a good helper around the house. And
that's
stuff,
about it.
like they'll be a great maid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's about it.
But that's about it.
Chris says, I do. It's like I'm on a mission to destroy women by making them feel worthless as hell. I want them to know that they got nothing that they can use to manipulate me. And so, but Chris, you have to understand, in just that sentence alone, that is very demonic.
He said robo.
It's very demonic and demeaning because
Chris
at the end of the day, you got to remember one thing, Chris. You were created from a woman.
Well, you could tell that
Chris went through it, and it's very clear.
Yeah.
But I just want you to understand.
And right now, like he pissed off. You could just sound.
Well, you know, and Chris, it's funny.
Off.
It's funny because, like, Sean wasn't as bad as you. He wasn't even close. But when I met Sean, he was on that too. He was like, "Fuck bitches," because he told me, he was like, "Yeah, I was done." And he was like, "Then here you come." I was like, "I ain't do nothing. I just showed up. I was at the place, and we was at the place together." But
yeah, I was pretty much gonna be a bachelor for life, and
then what happened?
And then she bear trapped me. She put something in the Kool-Aid. But yeah,
the spaghetti sauce.
No, it's not demonic to put a woman in their place, but the thing is this, like
no, so that women, hold on,
I'm talking.
Okay.
There's women out there that just won't listen. And it's pointless to speak to something that can't be moved.
Mm-hmm.
So like with like how you are, Chris, with how you are with women, I know in my thought process there's just nothing that I can say to you that's going to change your mind. That's going to take an act of God or something to change your mind on that. So like to keep elaborating on it is not what I'm trying to do. But for women who can't figure out how to navigate in the world with dealing with men, they deserve to be by themselves. That's what they deserve.
They will be by themselves.
Right. They will. They'll have 4 or 5 cats and their house will smell like cat piss. And yeah, they deserve it. They reap what they sow.
And it's funny because trying to explain that to women who are still emotional, who are still scarred and can't really just look in the mirror and go, I'm part of the problem. It's the same thing like with Chris. There's nothing you can say.
It's nothing I can say to
Nothing you
Chris.
can say, nothing you can do.
And I don't love him no different. It's just that
No, not at all.
it's nothing that I could tell him to convince him that there's somebody out there for him. And there's nobody in the world that can convince him of that. He's got to know that on his own. But in his robo-ho journey, I hope you find one that.
Good luck.
Hope you find a robo chick that.
Good luck, because I tell you, there ain't nothing a robot can do better than a woman, sir. Not never.
And if
not
you find one,
nobody's world.
If you find one, more power to you, man. Make sure you get them upgrades, though. You know what I'm saying?
You got to make sure you keep them chips, and you got to keep paying for them. It'd be like Tesla. I got to upload this new app so she can sing to me, type shit. Sincere said, I need something soft to hold on to when times get hard. And that's the thing, too, with the nurturing of a woman. There's been times my husband has come home and he didn't have to say anything, but I just walked up to him. He said on those cold nights, I just walked up to him and I just hold him. We don't speak. I don't ask him how was his day. I can feel that he had a day. It's in my spirit. The moment he comes through the door, his sigh of relief when he walks into the door, when he walks into the living room and he sees me, or dinner is ready to go and he's ready to eat, and I'll just hold him for a moment. And in that moment of holding him, we speak not at all. It's just my way of letting him know you now are at peace. You now are at home. Whatever your day was, whether you choose to talk about it or not, I'm here. If you don't want to talk about it, I'm still here. But now I'm going to give you whatever it is that you may need. And so that's what that holding is. That's me, my way of saying you can release now. You don't have to deal with this bullshit that you've just been dealing with all day. Chris says something I keep seeing more and more online. Women keep saying, where are the men at? Ha ha.
It's their fault, Chris.
No, for real.
They're the ones that yelled at people for having the door open for them at the store.
Yeah.
They're the ones that when the guy went up to her in the traditional way to ask her for a phone number or whatever, and she shitted on him.
Yeah,
they did this.
For real.
And they've laid their bed.
They've made their bed. Now they got to lie in it.
They got to lie in it.
And I concur because I see it so much to where it even makes me sick. Like, I get mad if I go to the door and a guy don't open my door. I'm looking like, the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, sir?
Yeah, Chris, I agree that I'm not the rule on relationships because of the way the tables is turned.
He says, Treasure, you and Sean are the exception. You are not the rule.
Somebody has to be the beacon.
Thank you, Chris.
Somebody got to be a beacon out there. Like, that somebody's got to.
And we're not the only ones. Like his parents have been married for 50 plus years.
Yeah, and their parents were married
and their parents
for over 50 years. And my father's parents was married for
right. So
yeah. I come from a long line of married people.
Right. So obviously
on both sides of the family.
He's been groomed to understand what marriage means, what it entails, and what it looks like. And he's got to see that firsthand in his 40 plus years. And so, Chris, yes, times are definitely changing.
Yeah, it's flipped on its head.
It's definitely changing.
It's definitely flipped on its head.
And it's crazy because I saw something the other day, and not to get too far off topic, but I completely, wholeheartedly agreed with it. It was something that another Teamster posted, and it was along the lines of, can we watch a movie without there being a gay scene in it?
Yeah, I how long I've been saying that?
We've been saying
that's over 10, 12 years now. I've been saying
and so now they're taking the man and the woman out of the equation so much where they're trying to push this agenda.
They're trying to make the world androgynous.
Yeah. Or no, they're not even trying to make the world androgynous. They're trying to make the world not make babies anymore. Because androgynous people still are straight.
Well, not most of them.
No, you can't say you androgynous and not.
I'm talking about androgyny today. Like, so
yeah,
like,
but I'm talking about the
real, the people that paint their nails black and
yeah,
them people they usually be on the gay side.
Not all of them, no, because think back where androgyny first hit the scene back in the 70s and 80s.
I'm talking about now.
No, I know, but listen to what I'm going to say to you.
Think about dudes used to be dudes back in the day.
Right, but they still have fishnet halter tops on.
No, listen what I'm telling you. Even saying, okay, so even on the internet today, saying that I am a traditional guy is against the rules of the internet.
Right, which is crazy.
Right. There's laws and sanctions against people who are regular.
Right.
You can no longer be regular.
I got cursed out for saying that I was heterosexual, and somebody was like, "Oh my God, I'm disappointed." I'm like, "What you mean? You're disappointed because I'm straight?"
Yeah, but Chris, I mean, sincere, I'm tired of it too, but we're what's left, bro.
Yeah.
We're the ones that's left.
It's crazy. It's absolute crazy.
Yeah, Chris, I'm not expecting you to save nobody, man, but and you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't even have to feel that way.
Save yourself first.
Save yourself first.
Save yourself.
Get yourself right.
Yeah, save yourself, because
The
at
rest
the end
will
of the
fall.
day,
The rest will fall in where it's supposed to fall at.
yeah, we are. I've been saying I'm the last of the Mohicans for years because of just my thought process in general. And
This internet is tripping. These kids think the internet is real.
yeah.
And then they don't do the, like, back in the day, even on the news, like if someone said something on the news, even the newscasters would fact check it. They don't even do that no more. They don't even fact check nothing.
I have so many people that send me stuff, right? And they don't fact, like, that's one of my pet peeves.
I remember on the news back in the day, you weren't even allowed to say it was news unless you fact checked it.
Yep, not anymore.
Now it's just like everything's social media now. It's like, oh, just say it. No one cares. No one's
just
gonna
say
check.
it and start an uproar.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with this. Let's see what happens with this. He says Roboho ain't gonna be cheap. The same with a woman. Women ain't cheap. I'm not cheap by far.
Roboho's gonna be, she gonna be expensive.
She might be expensive.
And she might have a subscription because they're gonna be wanting to
want you to subscribe.
Right.
Chris might be like, you know what, I'm just gonna get me a woman after all.
It might be cheaper to get a chick.
It might be a little bit cheaper, Chris. He says, I get my news from The Onion, The View, and the Shit House Wall.
Right. Right.
Wait, we talk so much about The View because
I can't stand them old lunch ladies, man.
Listen, The View is such trash to me because all this is a bunch of cackling ass old women who are not married, don't have no man,
right?
Just talking about life from their perspective. It ain't the truth. It's their thought process. Oh, I feel that this shouldn't be said. Okay, that's how you feel. That ain't the logistics of it. That ain't the truth.
I grew up in a time where you didn't, like, when it comes to men shit.
They call that dumb shit trolling.
when it comes to men shit, I grew up in a time where you just said what you said. You didn't have to curate shit.
No, it just is what it is.
You didn't have to curate. Everybody wasn't in their feelings. Like, you would listen to what he said and you would sift out what was meant for you and what wasn't.
But
you know what I'm saying?
People are so emotional.
Oh
now.
Man, there's so many crybabies out here. It's so much.
You can't say nothing without somebody getting in their feelings.
So many soggy sandwich people run around here.
And I mean, and it's everywhere. Like, the truth, they tell you all the time. The truth shall set you free. Hopefully, and sometimes the truth hurts.
The truth it cut.
It cut deep,
cut.
Especially when you're working on yourself. Listen, I've been working on myself for years now, and there's been some harsh realities that hurt, but it was the truth. So I had to deal with it. Whether I wanted to, whether I liked it or not, I had to buckle down and go, this is a part of you that you don't like, that you need to correct, you need to work on to make you a better version of yourself. And if you don't correct it, and if you don't work on it, you're going to have hell to pay when you try to walk through this life with this.
Sincere, you correct.
Just soft with a capital S. Soft.
Like he said on like Eddie Murphy said on what's it called? Soft.
With a capital S. For real.
But yeah, man, it's a crazy world out there, and that, like, that's the principalities and powers that we be talking about that's going on in the streets. Like, if you a Bible reader, the internet, social media, all that stuff is mind conditioning into you to become relaxed in your principles.
Right. Say it again.
Yeah. Basically,
relaxed in your principles.
You become relaxed in your principles. Your laws bend as you watch more social media.
And if you are grounded, your laws should never bend.
And trying to stay away from politics tonight, but that's where you get a liberal from. Their laws have bent.
Like, I can never bend against the beliefs that I have when it comes to my husband. I'm going to make sure that I make his life peaceful. I'm going to always make sure that I give him the respect that he so deserves. I'm going to also make sure that I'm loyal. These are things that's just kind of embedded into the DNA. And it's not that I have to put any effort to do them. It just happens naturally because that's just what my belief system is. I don't try to go out of my way to be like, oh, baby, let me get that for you. Do you need? No, he was sick last night. This man's fever was 100. It got to 100.3, not 103, 100.3.
I ain't want to know.
But yeah, it's all good. But before I actually laid my head down, which was about 6 o'clock this morning, his fever was normal. He was sleeping better. He wasn't cold anymore. And that's when I was like, okay, now I can go to sleep because I don't have to no longer monitor him. He's fine. And he slept and he got some sleep and I made him stay in the bed all day and he's feeling a little bit better. But it wasn't because I felt like, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. And it just happened naturally. It was just something that just happened. Chris says, people trip out when I say, I didn't care about how you felt yesterday. I don't care about how you feel today. And I'll put a paycheck on it that I'm not going to give a damn how you feel tomorrow. People trip out when I say that. And that's real talk. That's real talk, Chris.
Feelings are real, but only to you.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about something is only the way you feel.
It's only the way you feel. It has nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with what's actually happening.
It has nothing to do with this person, that person, or the person. It has no, it's just your feeling. And so when you get to the understanding of, you know what, I just feel like this because I feel like this, but you can control your feelings.
You can really control.
You don't have to feel that way. You're choosing to feel that way. And because you're choosing to feel that way, Chris is like, I don't give a damn. And Chris, I concur.
And you shouldn't spend a little bit of time trying to figure out why people feel the way they feel.
Jordan says you better eat some malto milk.
Jordan,
if you know,
I'm not gonna eat no damn malto
for that fever. No, he ain't got no fever no more, Jordan. We took care of that.
Not eating no malto milk, bro.
if you know,
you know what? Hey, honest to God, truth. I told my wife, I was like, my cousin coming in town with his wife. I was like, I probably should get some peanut butter jelly and some malto milk. And
I was gonna get some.
I was like, but you said you're only staying one night, so I was like, nah, I guess we don't have to go get.
Right, if you stay a little bit longer,
I'm not going to be stuck with a box of malto meal in my cabinet.
That he got to look at.
Yeah.
Sincere says these people don't stand on their shit no more. They don't, bro.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Do not.
Everybody's wavering. They got a high heel on one foot and a flat on the other.
Oh my God, and that's the androgynous people now. Because I can be considered androgynous.
I don't know what that would mean today. Androgyny today means gay to me.
See, and that's not what it means.
Back in the day,
Prince was androgynous,
and
Michael Jackson was androgynous.
Those guys, to me, I didn't think that they were gay
at all.
Right. Rick James was androgynous, and he wasn't.
He was far from gay. So was Prince.
Everybody.
Yeah, so was Prince. So they was far from it. So that's why I'm like, it's crazy because we take these words and we take their etymology and try to destroy it, and it's like you can't do that.
Your water. Thank you.
It's like you can't do that. The word means what it means. Don't try to take it and make it mean something else.
Well, that's what they've done. They've taken all these weird ass pronouns and tried to make it something different than what it is.
Yeah.
They're taking the same, like, oh, look, okay. If you want to be different, right? Be different. Start your own dictionary. Don't take what's been said and then flip it
and try to make it something else.
Right. That's devilish.
Yeah. That's very demonic. Yeah. That's some demon shit.
Start your own shit. Start your own book, your own constitutions.
Yeah. Just like
start your own shit.
Just like even for Ebonics, we got our own Ebonics dictionary because bad means good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, Sincere, that's real. He said Prince kept him a bad one all the time.
I ain't never seen him without one.
All the time.
Right. And then Mike just did it in secret.
Yeah. He was in secret with it. Chris says, honestly, I think the world is going to end soon. I just really think we as a society are on the decline.
I'm not worried about that either.
I'm not worried about that, but I do agree. We're on the decline. And the funny thing is, I don't even want to save this world. I just really don't give a shit anymore. That's us.
Yeah, you can't save what's not yours anymore.
Well, and you can't save what don't want to be saved. And that's where
you can't save what's not yours.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, this is not for us to be figuring out who's going to be saved and who isn't.
Right. Let God do his work. Because I trust him.
Let things happen the way it's supposed to happen.
I trust him. Sincere, what's your idea of love, bro? Jordan, what's your idea? We know what Chris's is. Chris's is robots.
Yeah, Chris. We
We
Hey,
know.
Chris, I'm gonna buy you the first sticker for your girl so you can stick it on her.
What is it gonna say?
It's gonna say the hams, and then it's gonna say the hams with the headphones, and it's gonna say smack right here.
Chris say I'm ready to see what comes next. But Jordan, sincere, bro, cousin, what's y'all's ideology of love? What does that mean to you? Because I don't know if you were in the beginning of the show where Sean kind of gave his definition for a man's perspective. But what you guys got? Chris says, nice. I'm going to hold you to it, Sean Shelton.
No problem. You didn't have to put my whole government on there, though.
He tagged you.
You didn't have to put my whole government on there, man.
Jordan says, taking care of me without having to ask. That's love.
That's love, for sure. Yeah.
Sincere says, honor, loyalty, and respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
The trifecta, the holy trinity.
Come on now.
Honor, loyalty, and respect. I like respect first, though.
And see, I always say peace, respect, and loyalty.
See, when you have the three that he just
that's the peace.
Peace comes with it.
It comes with that.
Yeah.
It comes with that.
Yeah.
Because I watch my husband, and men like him, But shout out to the guys that's in the feed right now. Sincere, you a real one. Jordan, you a real one.
Yeah, and Chris, even your crazy ass, at least you standing on business.
You standing on business. Chris means what he means. He's like, listen, y'all bitches done hurt me enough. I'm done.
Yeah,
and I get it because it happens.
Chris said there ain't a bulletproof vest for one of them.
Nah. He said, y'all ain't safe.
Right.
So I get it.
Hazardous
you guys,
materials.
For real. You guys are real ones. And so when I watch men like you all who go to work, you hustle, you grind hard to provide for the people that's in your household. And I can't stress this enough. Like my husband says to me all the time, he really don't want me to work, at least not a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? What's up, B Ward? Mr. Ward is in the building.
Yeah, I wanted her to have her own business.
Yeah, he would prefer that I have a business.
She makes more money when we have our own business.
This is true.
And the money's faster and easier.
This is true.
But she just like to go to work. She don't want to be in these four walls. She got to run the streets and go to work.
It's not really even. It's not even really that. It's not really even that.
When I get my chance, I'm not leaving this motherfucker.
It's just that I like to be able to do specific things that will ease the tension for my husband. I've made him sit home before. I've said, no, it's your turn. You get to sit home for a month and do nothing. And he was hella uneasy about it. Like it was almost like pulling teeth. You remember that a couple years back?
It was out of my norm. Yeah.
I made him stay home. I'm
not used to not sitting down that long.
And I went to work and he was
worried. I can't sit down for longer than
he was worried about the bills. I'm like, what you worried about? Like, we good. We're good. You missing a day of work to get some rest, to get some nourishment, to get some peace of mind.
I think I had more anxiety than I had fun. Shit.
He did. And I had to, but did anything go unpaid?
No, everything was straight.
Was any issues?
It wasn't the fact that had no problems. It was the fact that I wasn't used to it, and that it caused a lot of anxiety. That's all.
Yeah, and I get it. And so, like I say, watching men who do right by their women and do right by their household and do right by their children, it's almost impossible not to, for lack of better words, cater to you. And even for my brothers, you know what I'm saying?
So just if one of my daughters is watching, my daughter brought me this book. If y'all ever get this book, good luck trying to answer these goddamn things.
I got one too, y'all. But tell them what's the name. It says, Dad, I want to hear your story.
Dad, I want to hear your story. A father's guided journal to share his life and his love. Hear your storybook. So basically, this thing asks you a bunch of questions. And
questions that you don't even realize you don't know.
You can't even answer half the shit.
You got to try to answer the best way you can.
Like, I got to actually call people and ask them what the fuck on some of these questions, because
that's what you're supposed to do, though.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the whole purpose.
Yeah, it's gonna take me some time to get that one done.
Bro, I appreciate you. No, real talk. Like, real men that walk in their godliness and their holiness as a man, and their crowns sometimes need to be adjusted. I'll come adjust it for you as your sister. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a love for you and admiration for you where I recognize. And that's why I say, I got some in this feed right now. And
Somebody trying to get on.
you want to get in
Who is Vanish?
I don't know, but we'll send it to you right now. Hold on. Let me go find it. Where is it at?
Somebody saying
They want
connect.
to you want to get on live?
These are the rules, Vanish. If I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Don't come in here in no bullshit. I'm not in the mood tonight, bro.
We welcome it though, but
I mean, yeah, if you coming in and you're gonna talk about the subject, that's great. But if you coming
in, so the link is in the chat. If you want to come on live and get into the chat, click the link that I just posted, and you'll be connected. Brandon says, for a woman that could work 16 hours easy. I mean, but here's the thing, bro. Whether I'm at work doing 16 hours, I'm doing 16 hours or more at home.
So I make more money when she's at home.
And that's true. But
and I not only do I make more money, I get a meal.
That's his biggest thing.
My clothes be laid out.
His clothes be ironed because I do not like him. Remember, he was going to work for a while and they was like, "Oh my gosh, Sean, you look so nice." Yeah, he was like, "My wife,
me, bro. I'm just putting the shit on."
And I can't stand that. And his hair got to be done. He got to be lined up.
I don't do nothing.
And so that's just how I am when it comes to my husband. I'm like, come here, sit down. So
I don't know who that is, Chris, but hopefully they don't get on here doing no crazy shit tonight.
I mean, and if they do,
really not into the mood.
If they do, they'll set the standards for anybody else who thinks they want to do that. Because we got some heavy hitters in the chat tonight. Yeah, we got some heavy hitters in here.
How they say their name is Vignesh or Vignesh.
Vignesh.
I don't know. They're gonna have to tell us if they actually come
Vignesh.
on.
Well, we put the link in there.
The link is in the chat for you,
Vignesh,
Mr. or Mrs. V. Go ahead and jump on, and whenever you're ready, and we'll bring you up when we can.
Chris said that's a rare trait. Most women don't even know what an iron is. I'm done.
Chris, like that's why I be saying, Chris is like, who is you messing with, bro?
That's why I do too. I'm like, Chris, what are these women at?
Messing with streetwalkers or something, bro. Like, what the hell?
Chris said, wait a minute.
Jesus, Chris.
Brandon, if you still in the feed, what's love for you, bro? I had a couple of the guys posting there. What's love? Because that's the topic tonight. The
Brandon World in the bit. Hey, if you guys are jumping in on the feed, go ahead and put a like in the chat. That way I can honor you guys later and let them know, let the world know that you did put a like in the chat. We appreciate you, and it helps the algorithm.
For sure. Make sure you share the video, y'all. Help us grow.
Yeah.
Because we're going to take y'all with us on our journey.
Yeah, we're going to be trying a whole lot of new stuff for the rest of the year to try to see where, like, all these videos we've been doing, and they've been so sporadic, we haven't been sticking to one actual thing.
Right.
It's because we're trying to figure out where our real niche is and where we're comfortable at.
The problem is we're comfortable with any and almost everything.
But I do want to focus on the videos where the audience receives us the most.
Yes, absolutely.
And once I get through all those analytics, then you'll start to see us move towards that. Once I get through all the analytics.
I appreciate you guys tuning in week after week and just rocking with us on a real tip, because yes, though we have fun and we do talk about real things, especially when we get into finances and building and things of that nature, which we'll get into a lot more of, but it'll be more of a request base. But yeah, Brandon, if you're still watching, bro, what's your definition of love from a man's perspective?
Chris says scammers and sellouts.
Yo, listen, and it's so crazy because even as a woman, I still deal with that stuff, being married. I have so many people in my inboxes across all social media platforms that are just completely scammers. And I'm always on guard, when I talk to dudes, because I'm like, okay, what's your motive? You get the, oh my God, you're beautiful. Okay, thank you. Right. But what's your motive? And there's nothing on any of my social media that even leads to me being single. Like, I talk about my husband every other second.
These dudes don't care.
Yeah. And so it's like,
they don't care because they know that once they are able to tap into you, they're going. You usually the women don't know that once an outside person taps into them, that they just got their life ruined.
Who, the women, the
The woman
woman?
doesn't know that. The dude can move on. It's gonna
Mm,
suck, but he can move on. The woman's gonna be stuck holding the bag,
mm.
especially if he finds out what's going on.
Oh, you mean like if there's engagement?
Right, right,
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
And dudes, those type of guys, like if you tell them, "Hey, I'm married," or they know that you're married and they still pry,
Hmm.
they're not there because they like you. They're there because they're trying to destroy something.
Oh, for sure. And
And
those are
most
the
women don't figure that out. They just
But you know what's crazy to me? Like, and that's why I always ask, okay, is this something that this is there some business behind this?
right.
Like, I get that you're reaching out, but all of that, well, let's just be friends. That's very weird to me.
Got enough friends.
That I don't need no friends.
Right.
I do not need no friends.
Right.
And it's weird to me on a
Not those type
social,
of friends.
exactly, on a
Right.
social media platform, because and I think that it's for a lot of women who were never told that they were either cute or pretty or got attention when they were younger. So now every little bit of attention that they get from the opposite sex, they just go and run with it. And that's because that's why it's important, fathers, tell your daughters that they're beautiful when they're little, so that the nigga that's, trying to snatch them up later on, when he says it, she goes, I know, my daddy tells me all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird because I will engage to a certain degree. Like, I'll engage to see what you're talking about, because I'll first go check your profile. And if you look like you own some business or you moving and doing certain things, I might interact with you just enough to find out what you got going on. But the moment you start stepping outside of that and you start pushing towards something else, I'm like, block, but I will rip you a new asshole before I do it. And I'm just like, it's one thing, but there's some women that will try to just be like, oh, okay, well, he got some money. I've had that too. I got private jets. I own this. I own that. I'm like, that's great for you. But again, I'm married with children, with a whole family, whole household, a dog. I have no intentions of leaving whatsoever. That's not even in my Rolodex. Like, that's not even in my mental capacity. Like, the only thing that will separate me and this man is death. And that might not even work, because I'm gonna hunt your ass. If I happen to go first for whatever reason, I'm gonna hunt you. But yeah, I don't even understand it. Chris says, I see where women put their pics on Facebook asking what guys think, and I tell them, I just give them the truth. Chris, you probably say some bullshit. Chris probably be like, you ugly raggedy ass.
Yeah, Chris. The only reason why I use Facebook now is because of the platform.
Yeah.
If it wasn't because of the platform, I would never use Facebook. Facebook gets on my nerves.
He's sincere says, whoever tried my daughter is going to catch the hell. No, for real. And mine's the same way for the most part. Cause my daughter even put on there one day. She put a video. What up, Adam? Adam is in the building. She put a video on social media and she said, my dad has one leg and he still opens the door for my mom. And so she was like, if you can't give me just the bare minimums, don't even talk to me. So she was like very adamant about that, because we've tried to be a source of proof in the pudding, if that makes sense, to our children, to show them what love and marriage looks like. And even when we fuss and we argue, we try not to let them see that side, even though sometimes they see it a little bit, but they don't see it to the point where it's detrimental, because we can not like each other for the moment, but that doesn't mean that's going to be what it is tomorrow. That's just for the moment. And that's what we got to stop doing too in these relationships. You got to stop telling your girlfriend he did this, this, and this, and this, and this, because now she hates this man when you going to love his sweaty draws the next day. You understand? And vice versa. Like, it's okay to confide in somebody who you really, really trust, but we tell a little bit too much of our business sometimes. Adam says, if it wasn't for Marketplace, Facebook would be dead to me.
Yeah,
No,
for
Marketplace
sure.
be popping.
Yeah, I'm on. Hey,
He on there right now, y'all. Look.
I'm looking at routers right now.
Right now.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah.
Chris
Marketplace
says, yeah, I'm
is
just
the
about
shit.
out of Facebook. In fact, all social media is so contaminated that I honestly think it's becoming obsolete. Nobody trusts it anymore. It's all bullshit. It is. But that's just it. I try to tell people it's not real, y'all. Sincere says, y'all argue?
Who?
Sincere. He's like, I don't believe that.
Who argue?
Us.
Yeah, we
We do.
argue. We
We
normal.
argue.
We human.
but we argue with love, and we have
Well,
a
at least we try to.
we try to. We've had listen. One thing that we can both say, and sincere, I'm sure you can attest to this, bro, is that it ain't always pretty. But if a person is worth it and you wholeheartedly love them with all of you, you gonna make sure that they understand that you was going through something at that moment. Not to make excuses for yourself, because you have to do better in the next step. But there's things I've told my husband, I was like, that can never happen again. We can never be here again. And so even if it means let's just be quiet for a little bit until we calm down, and then we can talk about what's bothering us, and we have to wholeheartedly allow each other to have that platform to speak. So where now, if I feel like if Sean is speaking to me and he's still upset, I'm like, you're still upset. We can't talk because you're mad, and you're going to say something because you're mad. And so sometimes that pisses him off even more. So he's like, oh, you can say what you want to say, but I don't can say what I want to say. I'm like, no, you do. It's just how you're saying it it's not jiving with how I'm saying it. So, that'll piss him off. And so he'd be like, all right, I ain't going to talk to you. And then look, I'm telling the truth.
She over here, she just don't want to hear what I got to say.
I do want to hear. I want to hear exactly what you have to say.
She don't want to hear the truth that's about to come out of my
truth.
mouth.
Here we go. Here we go. It be his truth.
Yeah, truth is truth.
It be his truths. Adam says, I don't sell a damn thing on Marketplace, dog. I'm nosy as hell about what other people are.
I don't sell nothing on there either.
He just buys stuff.
I be buying stuff. I be buying stuff that I don't want to pay full price for.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking for a patio set. If anyone knows anyone that happens to be selling a nice, decent, lightly used patio set for your outdoor area, I would love to get me a patio set and not pay full price. Sincere says, I told the wife she don't fight fair, shaking my head. She blows a gasket fast as hell, but it has gotten better. And that's something that, she has to just work on. And that's the short person complex, because we all know Shar is like 3 feet and some change.
Yeah, you know how them chihuahuas be doing,
the little people be mad as hell for no reason. But the one thing that I will say for women like that is that always maintain your femininity and your grace. Just do that. The moment you step outside of that and place yourself in a perspective like you a man, you can't get mad when you're treated as such. Like you can't walk up to a man and curse him out and call him a bitch. That's because men don't even do that. Babe, when's the last man you walked up to and called a bitch?
I don't think I've ever called a man a bitch.
You see what I'm saying? So men don't even do that.
I told a man I'd beat his bitch ass, but I ain't never said you a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all see what I'm saying? Like men don't disrespect each other that way.
Yeah, we don't do that.
So when we know
that's fighting words.
Exactly. So when a woman walks up and does that, baby, you just put yourself in a bracket where he don't see you as feminine. He just sees you as nothing but a sheer enemy right now. And you a demon, and he's going to handle you accordingly. So we have to learn to handle things with grace and respect, even though it might have not been done the way it was for us. And that's why, you got the because some of my brothers is on here, and I ain't got to say it, but some of y'all I know on here will go to war for me. And I love you for that. I really do. I really love y'all for that. Hi, baby. Berlin is in the building. What is you doing? She is in junior high school, though.
Oh, okay.
She is in junior high school, so it ain't like it ain't good for her to hear this too. I miss you too, beautiful. Auntie back. I'll probably come see
like
you.
Dino from the Flintstones, right?
Yeah. Again.
I'm not doing it again.
Wait, Chris stupid. He said, I've called a lot of men bitches because they were bitches.
True. Yeah. Usually if you fall in that category, I probably won't talk to you ever again.
Right.
Yeah. And it'll be the last time. You'll never know that I don't like you until I tell you I don't like you.
I think you'll know because Sean is one of the men that he will not play games. You can't come to the house. You can't come over. If he don't deal with you, male or female, you're not going to be around him whatsoever. He's not going to even pretend. There's not going to be a pretentious moment whatsoever. You're going to know. And I'm pretty much the same way. Like my face tells on me. A person can walk in the room and I'll be like, ooh, who invited? I'm finna go.
Bishop. He looked like he using Berlin's
It's Bishop. Bishop, what you doing?
He using Berlin's account.
That's my nephew, y'all. I love you, Bishop. I think they might be in California somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh my God. I miss you too, nephew.
But yeah,
Yeah, see, Sincere says men know that. That's a line we don't cross.
we don't mess with that because we
Yeah.
know it comes trouble with it. I think women play on the thing that he not gonna hit me.
And that's the wrong thing because
one day you're gonna get hit.
yeah. Brandon says I'm getting them off. They good, bro. They and they good, bro. Brandon, since you back, give me your definition of love. What do you think love is? Matter of fact, click the link, bro. Come in here for a hot second to talk to us if you got some time. But if not, give me your definition of love. Sincere said facts. I'm gonna definitely hold y'all down, bro. We appreciate you. That's why I say I got it's he said it's up there. It's already been said. See, y'all see how these men is all in agreement except for Chris.
I mean, think about it. How would none of us talk to each other about this? Right?
No.
None of the dudes on this platform has said anything to each other in private about this, right?
No. And y'all
but
all
how
say
we
the
all
same
have
thing.
the same thing going on.
This is what I tell women all the time. I tell women this all the time. I'm like, listen, y'all, they just want 3 simple basic things,
It's
maybe
easy.
4. It's
so simple that women don't even believe that it exists.
Because I mean, it took me a while too, because I'm like, that's all you want? He like, yeah.
It's easy.
I'm like, oh, I could do that.
Simple ass shit.
Yeah. My husband told me one day, he says, and that's why I had to tell you that the other night, because you said you would give me almost anything I wanted as long as I maintained my position. So that's why I'd be like, look, you said anything, so I need my back rub right now. So can I get like 10 minutes? But he looking at me like it's 12 o'clock at night and I gotta go to work.
She wanna back rub when she off tomorrow. And I gotta go to work. That's the stuff Chris talking about.
That's Chris talking about.
Yeah, because Chris like they don't give a fuck. And Chris, you're kind of right.
That's why I said,
but you gotta stand on business, Chris.
Yeah,
you gotta stand on business.
Chris said full belly and empty balls. It starts there. That's love. I guess that's part of it, right?
That's for most men, I guess. Yeah. I'd rather have the other 3 first.
The other 3?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Brandon says nothing has changed since Jersey. Now, Brandon, I don't know how to take that because there's so many ways I could take that, bro. But I think what you're saying is how you feel as far as what you want in your wife or your partner. But I think what I'm agreeing to is for all men, it's pretty much the same. It's respect, it's honor, it's loyalty, and it's peace. Those to me are just the top 4. And that's what I tell women all the time, because I've had women go, he want me to love him. He want me to cook for him. Oh, he want me to have sex with him. I'm like, yeah.
She want him to go to work. She want him to pay bills. She want him to make sure the lawn is right, take the trash out, make sure, when the water busts on the water heater, she want to make sure that she can wash her ass. She don't even care about what it takes to fix the water heater. Right. She just want the water heater fixed.
I just need it fixed.
What you mean I can't wash clothes this week?
Right.
What you mean I can't do that? Like
so now he like, man, I gotta hear her mouth. I gotta try to figure this out, get it fixed, and I gotta hear her mouth at the same time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Y'all crazy. Because you don't understand what it takes to do that. You just know it gets fixed. Like, do you know what it took to fix the washing machine when it broke?
Yes, because I was there with you. No, you had to go get
there. You was in the house. You was here in the house.
I was here in the house.
Right.
But hold on. I'm an anomaly because prior to you, I would have fixed my washing machine.
I'm not saying that you can't fix it,
but
what I'm saying is you with the man, you don't. I don't
have to. I don't have to do it anymore.
But what I'm saying is when the washing machine broke, right?
Right.
It was fixed when?
The same day.
This damn same day.
Yeah, it was the same day.
Right.
There's not much that breaks that's not fixed the same day. I remember
keep the maintenance up on the whole damn house.
I remember
without them even knowing I'm doing maintenance
all the time. See, I know it, but the house don't know it. Brendan says effort, empathy, peace, and empty balls.
In any order, right? Any order.
Any order, Brandon. Any
Brandon
order.
crazy.
But I knew like what was I getting ready to say with that? I was talking
You was talking
about
about maintenance.
I was talking about maintenance. Oh, so there was a time when I went to work, and it's funny because it's the same truck that my daughter has now. My truck broke down. I forgot what was wrong with my truck, but I had worked like 12 or 13 hours. I was still an apprentice at the time. I told Sean I got the truck home, and he knew what was wrong with it. Mind you, this was in like January, so it was really cold. Like this had to have been like
I think it was a water
2016.
pump, wasn't it?
I don't remember what it
I think it was a water
was.
pump.
Something went out, and
Serpentine belt or some shit.
he was out there. It was super cold, and he was out there, and I was just like, "Baby, don't worry about it. Just come in the house and rest." And my husband looked at me and he says, "I can't rest if you don't have a car."
Well, the bills got to be paid.
He's like,
one day of fuckery will fuck up a month.
"Yeah,
One day of bullshit can fuck a whole month up.
yeah, for sure. Especially if you're not diligent."
Right.
And
so
because
I try to stay on top of my fuckeries.
yeah, because he got to be able to do it.
Right.
Yeah. You know what, Adam? I think it might have been like 2015, maybe, because I think I was an apprentice in 2016.
He said, "Damn, I'm old."
I think I was. I think I was an apprentice in 2016.
We know
but I
you
journeyed.
old, Adam, but you ain't got to say that.
I journeyed out in 2016.
We know you. We don't. You don't have to tell them how old you is.
Right. Yeah, it was. I know, right? But yeah, because I think I came into the apprenticeship in 2015, so it's been 10 years. Crazy, right? But yeah, just things like that. So what I did was, yeah, that's yeah, Chris says that sounds about right. What I did was I got a blanket and some hot whatever, and I came outside and I sat with him while he fixed it. But then on top of that, he didn't want me to sit outside. He was like, "Nah, it's too cold for you. You need to go in the house." And I'm like, "But baby,
I didn't
you
want her
out
to hear me
here."
cussing her fucking car out. I was like, "Fuck you, you fucking bitch. Sorry, motherfucker." she wasn't ready for that yet. She wasn't ready for me to cuss a car out. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that women should just see. They just should see.
They should just see. We shouldn't see that. Adam said he was a C-lister in 99.
Yeah, old shit.
Yeah.
Old grandpapa Adam.
Oh my God. Yeah. But yeah, man.
He like OG.
Love definitely looks different to the opposite sexes. So women out there, if your man is providing, he's working these long hours, he's gone, he's making sure that the gas is on, the electricity is on, the water is on, you got some food when you need. He's making sure that if you say, you know what, I need X, Y, and Z for the kids, there ain't no question as to why you need it. There's just money being handed to you right then and there. And I mean, and I watch this man do this all the time. It's really simple. And it's like, sometimes I won't even tell Sean. First of all, let me be honest. There's absolutely nothing that I need. And to be able to say that in 2025 as a woman being married is an anomaly, and I know. But there is absolutely nothing that I need because this man makes sure I have it all. Now, the things that I want, though, I have to be careful about.
She always wants.
I always want something, but so does he, though, when we spoil each other. Like, if I took this camera and started pointing to all this expensive ass shit in the studio that I bought, right. Look, don't do that.
It's not clean right now.
It's not dirty either, y'all.
There's a lot of stuff everywhere. I was searching for before I went out of town to take equipment with me. I was going through my equipment closet and it was just shit everywhere right now.
So there's equipment that I've bought for him. There's things he's bought for me. We're really expensive for each other because that's just what we do. We play hard. We work hard, but we play harder. And hence my Bali trip. And I will be going next year as well. But you know, the thing is when I want things, sometimes I have to be careful about what I say because this man will go get it. I'm like, oh my God, that is so nice. I really like that. And 2 days later, he'd be like, here you go. I'm like, man, I didn't want you to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be careful. But then it's so funny because I insinuate on certain things. Like I love edible arrangements. Oh my God. I remember, I don't know, Brandon, if you remember this, I think it was Mother's Day one time. I was working at the DTC with the guys and they bought me this beautiful edible arrangement. and I just melted. And it had a little teddy bear. You know, I still
Hey,
have that teddy
y'all
bear.
recognize that it has something to do with eating, right? You hear me? It has something to do
Whatever.
with eating. So
So
obviously my wife's a snack ass.
I am, but I
Yeah.
like good food. I just like good food. That's all. But I be like, I like edible arrangements, but he don't never get it for me. Like he showed up. What was it, Mother's Day, when you bought me the 2 dozen roses, and I melted.
That's because everybody else do it. Like I don't want to be known as the dude to do everything that everybody else do. Like if
You don't do what everybody else do though.
Yeah, but the edible arrangement is your memories on it is what other people used to do.
No, well, it's because I really like them.
Right.
And you bought it for me before.
And it's okay to like them.
You bought it. You was one of the first, actually.
No, I don't believe that.
You were.
It's okay to like them.
Listen, look.
But I won't buy what I wanted to buy you.
Okay, that's fair.
That way I could be remembered for what I bought, not because you like.
So this some man shit.
I don't want you to remember. Yeah, he used to give me edible arrangements, but I really don't remember what days it was on, or because everybody else give me edible arrangements.
Everybody else don't though.
Yeah, whatever.
I really like. I'm gonna have to get them for myself. I'm gonna have to order it and put a special note on it that says "To treasure from treasure."
I'm gonna get on Amazon, and I'm gonna get a smiley face cut out, and order some pineapples and shit, and then stamp them out, and then put them on sticks, skewers.
All right, long as I can eat it. Love you too, Cuzzo. Cuzzo going to sleep
too,
yeah,
we gotta get up in the morning.
I'm gonna be the only one up all night because I am still on Bali time and it's driving me crazy.
But is there any questions for us before we get up off of here? It looks like Vinaigrette didn't want to get on, or whatever his name was. No Vinaigrette.
Wait, Adam says, I bought a new Blackstone griddle. Babe, I'm trying to show this.
Oh, my bad.
Adam says, I bought a new Blackstone griddle the other day, and I've been on cloud 9. It's the little things, treasure, enjoy them. We only live once. Exactly,
I
bro.
want a Blackstone. I'm going to get one when my backyard get together.
I don't know for what. First of all.
I want a hibachi. I want to do hibachi.
First of all, we have the best smoker that money could ever buy. We don't smoke shit.
We stop eating meat. So
this is true.
Unless
we did put that smoker to use.
Unless we're gonna smoke some cheese or something, you know what I'm saying?
Gouda.
Yeah. So
questions out there? Any questions, concerns?
I want a hibachi because I know I can still, cook what we eat, like stir fry stuff like that.
And then because of I'm about to start doing a lot more steamed vegetables and stuff too.
Next week I'm gonna probably buy a salmon from the fish store.
Ooh, if Christina is watching, Christina loved when I made salmon and they came over. But I love my girls, man. I got a newfound sisterhood that, we call it the Bali babes. I love those women, so I'm gonna give a quick shout out.
Oh Lord!
Before I get off of here. But shout out to Christina Alva. Y'all check her out. She's an author. Her sister, Camille Marbury.
And her sister, Camille.
My girl, Tonya.
Tonya.
Oh, my God. My girl, Tonya. My girl, Miss Queen Brooklyn. I miss y'all already. Her sister, Tiffany. I had the most absolute time. Like, I cannot tell y'all how.
Adam said he got 2 Traegers.
Oh, smokers are great. Yeah, he be smoking. Yes, Chris. The thing is, Chris, we got sleep. It's just that we slept till 5 o'clock this evening. So now we're up. So now I got to figure out how to put us to sleep. Y'all shut up.
I'm going to put on some Sons of Anarchy. And I'm not even hungry anymore.
I know. That little snack I had, that little salad was cool.
I would like some juice, though.
Yeah, we're going to get some more juice.
And I'm going in my room.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen.
Y'all have a good evening.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful weekend.
I'm Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the hams.
I am Treasure Cheltenham, and I, too, am one of the hams, and this is The Ham Show.
This is The Ham Show, y'all. Y'all chime in every week, Wednesday night.
Hump Day.
8 p.m., Hump Day. See y'all next week. We're going to have something good for you next week.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about politics. We're going to be talking about taxes. We're going to be talking about where your money could be if you know what to do with it.
Adam said you opened the door wide, Treasure. Y'all shut up. I know, right? I was waiting to see who was going to run through it.
Yeah, but y'all have a good evening. See you next week. We're gonna be talking about taxes in the new big beautiful bill thing. We're gonna be talking about what's in it, what isn't in it, and how you can benefit from it and how you can't benefit from it.
Yeah, so
But
I'm sure, Adam, we will see you pronto on
yeah,
this
see
page.
y'all next week.
All right, love y'all. We out.
Have a good evening.
Yeah.